else we could do. So, got my coffee here, you know. Right. Let's do this thing. Let's get that sword she's wielding, you know. Hitting pretty good numbers until then. Well, my cat's tail is on the mouse pad, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, the hair's getting stuck in the sensor. I'm in a leather recliner, so you can probably hear my kitties walking all over it. Alright, we got one more. Oh. Well, that's useful. Maybe we can do more. Nice. Well, that's just handy when the bosses drop resources. Man, though, I'll tell you, that chally we were using, that really seemed like it had potential. I mean, we did like 200 to 300 damage in 3 swings. But I think it was just kind of RNG. I think we're better off just not even speccing at all. Maybe I'll bring the bone dagger. She's in her enraged phase, so she's pissed. She's swinging that sword. I used to play a lot of Borderlands. Borderlands 2 was my favorite, but like Borderlands 3 I played a lot. That's a good game. I like guns, and I like randomization. So yeah, that's a good game right there. I'll tell you what I did when I was real little and didn't know what the heck I was doing in this game. Probably the most progress I ever made, or the most impact I ever made on my account towards was actually doing something of significance was I trained at rock crabs in Relica, like for a little bit. And, but the thing is, like, I was using a Gmaul because I didn't understand that, like, there's, like, I don't know, like, certain weapons that are better for training than that, especially. But honestly, I mean, like, what's different? Like, I go to pest control all the time with spec weapons and, like, do dumb stuff. Pointless. I'm gonna call that good. 92 cannonballs, sweet. Oh man, Theater of Blood's gonna be a doozy. That'll be the highest level content that I've ever done. But man, I want that rapier. They just buffed it a little too, so that'll make it more, I guess, worthwhile to use. I mean, I mainly like it just because of the looks. It's like super cool how you hold it too. Just subtle things like that stand out to me, and I love. If I wanted to, I could get the Bell's Folly, but I'm a big fan of the rapier. It sounds cooler. I like that word. It's good for training Slayer, so maybe I ought to wanna get that soon. Well, I guess we have time. We're only 90. I'll practice bossing more on my way up the Slayer ranks, because I gotta. Soon I'm gonna farm Cerberus for, the crystals for the upgrading the boots thing. I might just do Prims and leave it alone for a while. I don't have Ranger boots, of course, because Iron Man issues, and then I could totally upgrade this Torture with the thingy, and then we get the Hasta, and then maybe we do Solro with the Hasta. Ooh, that sounds fun. Thermonuclear Smoke Devil, we're gonna get our occult necklace. And then I might honestly never touch Hydra, because those gloves, to upgrade the Barrow's gloves into the melee things, I just don't like the looks of those things. They're like asymmetrical, like one glove looks different than the other, and it just doesn't look as good as the Barrow's gloves, in my opinion. What else does he drop? I don't need a Bone Crusher amulet. I guess the Dragon Hunter lance would be cool, or maybe Forecast drops that. I could farm the heck out of Forecast. I did him on my main a lot. So that was doable, and maybe arguably arguably harder than this Mad Angel boss. Well, let's just get back to it before my bladder gets full again. Bluefin tuna. Or yellowfin. Yeah, these... Well, I won't get into that, but I'm also playing a fishing game on the side, relaxing, kind of a fishing simulator, making videos on that. And yellowfin tuna, you can get those in the game, and well, those are pretty, man. Like, whatever, we'll just, oh, I have an idea, let's just bring two. Or maybe we have, yeah, here we go. Gotta remember I have this emergency teleport. In case I get in a pickle, you know. It'd be better just teleporting out instead of dying and having to pay whatever amount of money for this to get the stuff back, and then dumb me, I'd probably die or something on the way back and then lose everything. Okay. I got 99 mining without it, and all I had was a rune pickaxe the whole time, so that was fun. I tried going for the dragon pickaxe from the Chaos Elemental, but I got like, wow, we won't pull that up. I got like 20 something KC, and then I ran out of stew, which is like the best thing to use there because of her mechanics, or him, or whatever it is. And so I was gonna come back after I had the cooking level to make stew, which is funny because it's like really freaking high for some reason. Oh no, it's curry, that's what it is. That, or you could use summer pies. So I was gonna come back, but then I was like too lazy, and my mining level was like already really high, so I was like, screw it, I don't care. We'll just be able to AFK longer anyway with a rune pick, right? I drove by a house the other day that had, in their driveway they had like a big gargoyle statue, and then they had like an angel that kind of looked like this. And they were actually having a garage sale, so I was thinking about think I was crazy or something. Hey, that looks like the Mad Angel on Worms Crack, the new update on old school RuneScape. It'd be like, what the heck is this guy's deal? I messed that up, but we have time. Go like this view, make it easier. While we're doing the thing. Well, that's not a protection prayer. Granite dust. Oh man, I made something really cool the other day. I like to mess around and make like homemade fireworks. And I was messing around trying to make a type of star, they're called. And they're the flaming balls of light you see that like fly away from the explosion and the break in the sky. It's basically like a ball of black powder kind of, but like with, different chemicals to make it do a thing you want, the effect you want. So, messing around with that, I actually came up with something really cool I didn't see before, and it's like it looks like a standard, like deep purple star. The core, the main engine, and then trailing behind it is like gold, yellow glitter. And it just looks really cool, the purple and yellow. Complementary color scheme, I think it's called. But, you don't see that, and that's something that's really hard to make, because you have to, make a matrix star, where you, embed the main engine, which is, the blue, mix with, freaking little micro stars, so... And then I don't like to do research, because I'm have an aversion to learning, so I just kind of reinvent the wheel and experiment on my own, which isn't very efficient, but I'm learning a lot of stuff. Just gotta try not to blow up the house, kind of thing. That thing's big, man. Oath plate, it looks a bit... I don't like it very much just because of the color. So, the white oath plate looks good, but this color reminds me of that armor you get at the beginning of the game as a hardcore Iron Man. So that's real easy to get, And so it reminds me of that. So that's really the only reason, but I mean it looks pretty cool. The quills or the feather things are pretty nice. you know, I'm a little different. If I don't like something that's meta and Game Gear that like you arguably really need because it's like best in slot, if I don't like it, I'm not gonna go for it, honestly. Well, anyway, let's make use of our boosted stats here and actually do the thing we're supposed to be doing. Well, maybe it's not best to look at her wings because they're moving, you know, so that can kind of mess up. They did a good job at making that kind of challenging, because they could have made it more simple by having her squared up, you know, in this with the X and Y axis or whatever. But they did it on a diagonal and they have her moving while she's charging it up, so it makes it a bit more challenging, so that's cool. Well, if I'm good, I can possibly get another kill. Well, that went well. That didn't go too well. Rune full helm, I'll take it. Let's try to do another one. My stats are a little low now because I was goofing off looking at the guy's oath plate. Oh, I don't need to be praying. Maybe. Unless I get hit for more damage. No, it'd probably be the same. So, yeah. Oh, well, completely missed that. My ankle pops a lot, like really loud, and it feels tight a lot, and I think it's because when I was a kid, I hurt myself real bad wakeboarding, and if you don't know, it's like skiing, but like on a board, kind of like you're on a snowboard, and water skiing, and so like I screwed up big time. I tried doing a 360 and the dang freaking, I caught the lip of the board goodness I'm not paying attention. Oh, this... Well, I sure hope that was not... That was looking kinda slimy there at the end. So... Oh god, that was creepy. Caught the edge of the board on the water and it like I could feel my my ankle like do something weird, like it felt like it was really hyperextended in some weird direction. But I didn't feel any pops, like I didn't break it, but like I definitely screwed something up. 'Cause I can feel it, and it's been like 20 years since that happened. I'll be walking down the stairs and then all of a sudden there's this loud pop and like I almost fall 'cause like my whole leg gives out. I done a lot of clues. I think these give bonus XP when you burn logs, and they make them colorful. And you can use one of them to change your Phoenix pet into a different color. So I'd use blue. Did I pot up right? Okay, now we'll use an extra Slayer ring here. Yeah, we'll do that. At the end of this video, we'll see how many kills we have. Just depends on how long my bladder holds out. It's becoming mindless now, this is how I like it. Oh, that might hit me. Just barely didn't. Very interesting. Enraged phase. that breaker, that new breaker coming in raids, but you know, probably something I'll never get because I suck at this game. But it now that I'm thinking about it, like, man, that might be pretty cool. If you don't know, it's kind of like you're holding a ball and chain, and like you fling that ball like straight forward. I'm trying to give an example. Like, I don't know, like Spider-Man would shoot a web straight forward, or throw a rock. I don't know. The special effect of it is like if you stack up a bunch of enemies in a straight line in front of you, it'll like go through all of them and, you know, probably do a lot of damage for a reward, or just not a reward. Believe it or not, the air runes do help because I quite don't like buying them, world hopping and stuff, so kind of like a Ceratomin sword spec that she does there. She kind of really reminds me of like a God Wars boss. Which I need to do, by the way. I've never messed with any God Wars bosses. I pretty much just went in there for the dragon boots. Got the dragon boots from the spectral mages or whatever they're called. That's gonna hit me. This might just be a solo boss. Do you ever like just swallow your spit wrong and you just start like choking on it? I did that once at a internship job I had. I was sitting down at the computer, you know, real quiet in there, an office setting. Everyone's zoned out, you know. And then all of a sudden I start choking on my spit. And you know the thing you do when you try not, you like inhale a liquid of some kind, in this case spit, and you're trying to pretend like nothing's out of the ordinary, so you don't like get embarrassed or like concern anyone. Well, like, I decided, okay, let's go the route of just doing one really loud, powerful cough, and then hopefully that whole thing will go away so I'm not like sounding like I'm dying kind of thing. Well, my God, let me tell you what, that does not work. I started going off. I was like, they were about ready to call 911. I couldn't stop, man. I was like making noises that probably shouldn't have drank that prayer pot. Well, here's some free ones then. And that guy dropped a lot of stuff there, didn't it? Well, let's just... Well, we have quite a bit of burnt pages in there. Oh, that's right. You can come here by paddling a canoe. A dugout canoe. Oh, great, it's the Hyper Kitty. His name's Louie. And he's real hyper. But I guess he's just gonna lay on my... He's just gonna lay on my lap. I have Louie and Dewey. They're brothers. And they love each other. Let's see. And they look the same too. They're like clones. But it's interesting because even though they look really similar and it's hard to tell them apart at first glance, it's interesting how actually I've been tending to tell them apart easier by their mannerisms, like their personalities. Like Louis, his eyes are always like wide open, like he's ready to friggin' pounce on, start playing, you know. And Dewey's more like the stoner cat, so he's real chill. Louis likes to just, he's always obsessed with food, and he'll walk in front of you and just plop right down and start stretching and looking real cute, because he knows that's how he gets treats. That piece of shit. it's good that, you know, we kept them together, you know, instead of just taking one kitty. We kept them together so that, like, when no one's at the house, they have each other, you know. And first time we seen them, they were in like a pet store, like, you know, in cages. Like, two ladies were sitting at the table trying to sell them, and they looked so adorable. They were real little kittens, and they were snuggling together, like they looked like the yin yang sign. It was so cute. So we're like, oh yeah, we'll take two, because they need to stay together. Oh, they're licking each other's faces. Lick, 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 bite. Lick, lick, bite. I've never been to Comic-Con, but apparently my cousin's wife goes there. So I thought, just out of the blue right now, I thought that'd be kind of funny to dress up as Duriel 321 and go there and see if anyone gets it. Well, at least we tend to get the last one on the right tick. So it's good to stay closer to her than run real far. She's considered a golem, or a golem. So she's weak to golem bane weapons, they call it. Reminds me of the Horker Bane from Skyrim. It's like, why does that need to exist? I was a big fan of the kitties. Kitty wants to snuggle with me now, but there's a big boom arm mic in the way. Oh great, now he's rubbing nosies with me. Oh god, this isn't good. I might die. This is optimal. Now, he's licking up my nose. He's trying to stick his head in my mouth. He's trying to stick his head in my mouth. I'm thinking the sounds really help here. I know he's biting the boom arm, so you're gonna hear some nice boom arm biting ASMR. Would you just look at that? We got a rare drop there. That might be really rare, actually. Let's go look it up. Yeah, okay, my cat's starting to go crazy. So we'll just take a little break here while he gets his sillies out. Check to see what the drop rate is on that there battle axe. So we'll go to the Mad Angel. It's saying, oh, it's just 1 in 75. Okay, I thought it was on the... Well, we could get a jar of light in 1 in 1,000. Or a Aggie Pet 1 in 2,000. Or even a 5 rune javelins at 1 in 61,000. Okay. Maybe my cat's starting to settle down. Well, we'll try this. We'll try it again here, but he might have to be locked out of the room, unfortunately, if he gets a little too frisky. Okay, cat. This will be a real true test at my Mad Angel skills. Freaking cat. Oh my god. It really wants the lovey-doveys right now. He's laying on the boom arm. I repeat, he's laying on top of the boom arm. Oh, that's not good. It just fell out of the mic stand. Oh god, it's all going to hell. Alright, let's go, kitty. Say anything? No? Okay. Give me your sword, lady. I just might eat lunch today. Usually I just fast and eat one big meal before bed. It helps me sleep better. I should have been able to dodge that and that. I think we can do one more, and would you look at that? walls, man. And here it is. Here's the drop. Law runes. Alright. We're gonna last man standing. You'll see a lot of people splashing the rats over there. I've never splashed before. Well, I didn't think I'd be doing this, boss. But again, we want that sword. I want to play with it. Let's take a close look at her, maybe. That's cool. The fragments there. High risk, high reward, they call it. Oh, I'm surprised I got that. I couldn't even see the shadow. Alright, well, this is getting easier. I got a big old massive headache, but I usually don't get headaches. There would never, ever, ever be a boss like this in way back in like 2006. She has 755 health. Kinda strange. She's level 588. Oh man, I am so incredibly sad because one of my current favorite games, other than this, it's called, well, it's funny, but believe it or not, I like hunting games for some reason, but not in real life. But like, man, they're actually closing the servers on the hunting game. They're closing the servers, and it's been a game that's been around for like 20 years. And I pretty much just discovered it. And so I was making quite a lot of progress in it lately. So all that progress is gonna be gone because freaking the game is set up meant to be online multiplayer, so they can't make it like a local game that you can play offline, which sucks. So I hope that doesn't happen to this game. It's called the Hunter Classic, and it's like a hunting simulator that's pretty dang good. And it's got the grindy aspect to it where you grind out the stuff, and it's free to play. And they're closing it in like November or something. But that game was pretty cool. They have like freaking, you can use compound bows to kill animals quiet. You can set up tree stands in trees. You can set up like decoys, and oh man, I set up my very own. I bought one of those like deployable hunting stands. So you go and you look around for a good ideal spot for it, and then it'll like build it. It takes like a day to build, but you build it, and like you'll have yourself a nice, real high tower type of thing. One of my favorite things to do in that game was sit in a tree stand and use a lure, like I was saying, and a predator caller, squeaker, and it would call in coyotes, and they come in packs up to like 14. So I'd get my semi-auto shotgun out and have a field day, man. It'd be like a shooting gallery. I made sure to set up my tree stand in an area where I have a long line of sight. You know, flat land where I can hit a lot of those suckers. And then like and recently I've been really liking to shoot like these little mountain birds. They're only in the mountains, but I bought some like camouflage, alpine camouflage, and I shoot those little birds from like 200 meters away with a little semi-auto 22, and man, that's satisfying, because you know at that distance there's pretty big bullet drop with that little 22, you know. I mean, you can also, something really cool is you can hunt some really exotic, dangerous game. So like you can hunt polar bears, grizzly bears, you can hunt freaking kangaroos and just weird stuff. And so that's fun, you know. But the newer game that they have is called The Hunter Call of the Wild. But I just don't know if I would like it as much, because it's, I think, more arcadey and less simulator. And you might not have the fun grinding aspect to it. And it's not free either. Oh well. Let's I think we'll call it there for this video. Time really flies. It's been an hour and 11 minutes and 15 seconds. So we'll come back to this in the next video until we get that hollow fill. But I gotta go pee again. I gotta go get more liquids, and I think I'm gonna eat lunch. Yeah, and then I'm gonna come back and probably I'll play with the kitties a little bit.